Hi, Jason here. Hey, so we've got our drop rail scud here. This board is the little brother, the higher performing brother of our scud. At 6'6", 31.5 inches wide, 110 liters. The drop rails keep these rails, the point of those is just, they're basically surfboard, real high performing surfboard rails. However, it bumps up and it's got the floatiness in the midsection of this board to be able to paddle into waves standing up. So real high performing, lightweight. This board comes in around, this exact board is about 14 pounds. So real high performing, lightweight, built out of Armalite. You're gonna have a hard time beating this board up too badly. Diamond nose, let's go over some of the features real quick. Diamond nose on this board, real sharp. We do this with a lot of our boards. It's just a very, very functional shape, especially for river waves. If you were to follow the outline of this nose and bring it to a point, it's gonna unnecessarily add an extra 8 to 10 inches onto the length of this board. So chopping the board off like this, yet still keeping it nice and sharp so it cleanly breaks through water, it's going to maximize the parallelness and stability of a board that is only 6'6". Our normal scud shape is 6'9" by 32.5", 175 liters. So the big brother of this higher performing drop rail scud is it's just much more comfortable to paddle into waves. Paddles, the volume of it, the floatiness of it is a lot higher. So this one is just gonna rip, is the point of this particular board. So got your automatic Gore-Tex vent, our carry handle, which we've tried them all, lifts up, FCS, all different handles. We ended up just coming up with our own. By far the best board carrying handle there is, and a great grab for pulling yourself back up onto a board. If you got to float down a section of rapids, you know, it's the best handle there is for holding onto your board. Let's see. Great looking board. There's the rocker if you can see that. Yeah, just the functionality of this board and the drop rails and the outline just make it look super cool. But let me show you the tail. Back end of this board, and let's go over the concaves here. Let me grab a straight edge. All right, so starting from the nose of this board, you got real soft front end, rolled over front end, quickly transitions into a pretty decent single concave. The single concave is just it's going to allow water to release a little cleaner, so it's not wrapping quite as much around the rails with a significant single, which keeps the board fast. It also channels water down the midsection of this board, or the length of the board, which is going to keep the water underneath the board, and also air underneath the board, which is going to float that board a little bit higher up and just make it quicker feeling, especially on river waves we found. So anyways, that transitions into a pretty significant double out the back, V with a double out the back, to a little bit of rolled rails, just clean release of water out the back end of this board. So anyways, just built for performance. The rails are nice and soft up front, just make it real forgiving up front. And it transitions into hard rails, especially about the last third of this board, or once you get close to the pivot points or the wings on this board, it gets real hard. So water's gonna have a real hard time wrapping around the rails. So anyways, real high performing board. Rocker line, we've honed that. It's gonna fit into holes at 6'6" with enough rocker. It's gonna fit into even smaller or deeper holes in rivers especially. Yeah, you're gonna love this board. Anyways, there you go. I think we nailed it. Have fun. Thanks.